What is going on, YouTube? AJ here, doing another Let's Play Final Fantasy XI Online Retail on the Bahamut server. And we're doing a famous lunch break recording. Hey, there's Nurple. And I might cut it short. I'm kind of busy. Really crazy busy this week. What do I have in? I probably have... Right now it's 12:40 p.m. on Friday. And I've worked 55 hours, so probably close to 60 by the end of the day, which is just wonderful. Really enjoying it. That's why I haven't been really doing any, I haven't had any, I haven't done any recordings. We got, the other day... The other day we got a moldy buckler again. Second one we've gotten from second one we've gotten from a chest, gobby chest. So might as well make use of it. Get it out of our inventory. Lvling wall, you're gonna aggro everybody, aren't you? Man, yeah, I've been busy. I've been busy to the point where, like, the earliest I've gotten off this week has been like 7, and I was like, oh, I'll make a video. That was yesterday, and I ended up falling asleep on the couch. So no video. And no drop. No video, no drop. No big deal. Those things probably sell for bracelets. Are there bracelets or bracers? I think they're bracelets. I think they'll probably sell for like 50K or something, I would assume. I think some private servers, people sell those for like 1.8 million or something. Alright, let's go to... Let's try to get close to 99, huh? We're at 94. I think we did a little bit of leveling outside of recording. But we have what's pretty damn close to a full charge of an Ekid band, and then a full one ready to go, so... Oh boy, what a day. What a day, what a day, what a day. It was a really nice week for us here in the Midwest, but then it's supposed to get cold again this weekend. Cold and rainy. So good times there. Maybe let's try... What are we going to do? We do the normal. We'll do our normal area. Somebody else said Rala Waterways for this. But I think the what-do-you-call-it is pretty okay. Let's grab one of these just in case we run into a... thing, and we have maxed out coalitions anyway. So on a kind of not a, I wouldn't say a more serious. I definitely would not say a more serious. But ooh, sour cream. My girlfriend went to, where did she go? We have the Sam's Club. If you don't know what a Sam's Club is, it's like a Costco. If you don't know what a Costco is, it's a big box store where you buy items in bulk. Example, I bought 10 pounds of chicken wings there one time. I ate all of them. Ate all the chicken wings. She bought sour cream in a squirt bottle. Like, it's not a bottle, it's like a kind of like a bag. It's like a squirt bag of sour cream. And it's not as cool as you'd think it would be. It's actually, I like getting a spoon out and spooning my, I spoon sour cream. That's what I do in life. I don't know why that came up. Oh, sour cream. Yeah, we saw somebody named Sour Cream. That's right. So I like this channel. I enjoy making these videos. It's like I said, I've said this before, long ago, that since I've become a father, my son is about 2.5 years old, 2.25 years old. I have felt like I used to. A lot of my hobbies included going out places, you know, bowling league or a pool league, or just going out and hanging out with the boys at a bar. I'm trying to not do that. I like to be around my son, and I like to be around him as much as possible. And I couldn't imagine. Oh boy, here we go. Well, guess I'm glad I did that. This is gonna be. I hate these at below level 99. So going out for 4 hours. And I mean, if you do it, and if you're a parent and you do this, and I'm not judging you. I don't want you to think I'm just in my view. Like, I want to be around. So this is like my hobby. Instead of going out and playing pool, I'm making videos on YouTube that get 100 views. But I hope people enjoy it. I really do. For me, I still to this day, I put on. Again, this is for me. I'll put on stuff and I'll have it on in the background. Like, I'm assuming that's what people do for my videos, is that I'm background kind of noise, and if I get excited about something, or if I say something stupid or funny, like, you could enjoy it. I just assume I'm background. So, I noticed, looking at some metrics for the channel, I probably do that like maybe once every other week. I know that I'm, not groundbreaking entertainment, but I noticed, I was like, hey, look, I think we're 5 away from 100 subscribers, which is, to me, it's amazing. I'm actually very happy about that. I know it's not a huge amount of subscribers. I never ask anybody, on these videos to like and subscribe, because, again, this is low effort content. I don't want to be like, hey guys, like and subscribe, help me out. If you enjoy it, you enjoy it. Good. But I was kind of really happy about that. I mean, I just started the channel probably back in November. It's ending of April, and we'll probably have 100 subscribers by May. if everything goes right. And I was so happy about that. Because it's a base, and then, you know, like, I'm still learning, you know, like, people will tell you, you know, like, from what I understand, you know, like, there are channels, I'm sure, that, like, rise meteorically. Like, oh, I started my channel on Tuesday, and now I have 10,000 subs. You know, great. We're not that channel. But, you know, learning things, and, you know, like, eventually teach myself how to edit so I could get some more content out. But, anyway, I was like, I noticed this last night, and I'm like, oh, 5 away from 100. That's awesome. And then I was watching a video as I went to bed. Like I said, I put, like, YouTube on in the background, and I have it on very low. And I forgot what the video was about, but it was talking about other YouTubers. And there was a channel that they were talking about on this thing, on this other video, that all of their content is video clips. So it's not, they're not even making the videos. They're just like finding these video clips and uploading them. And all it is girls from movies and girls from cartoons having diarrhea. So, like, I think, what was it? Not Another Teen Movie or something like that. Like, I think maybe like a Family Guy or something, where Lois has diarrhea and they kind of like just show them on the toilet, and that channel, that all it was clips of girls in movies and girls in cartoons having diarrhea, had 37,500 subscribers. And I was just so happy. I was just so happy about 95 subscribers. I'm like, oh boy, we're doing good. And then, like, then you think of that and you're like, oh boy. There's a channel that has cartoon women having diarrhea on it that has 37,500 viewers. We've got a long way to go. We'll get there. Maybe we'll add that to our content rotation. Cartoon character females having diarrhea on our channel. Every Tuesday. It's Diarrhea Tuesday here on Apathetic AJ's channel. Stay tuned. Oh boy. It's kind of what I've learned, though. So, it's one of the things that I learned from bartending is that no matter how bad you think you are, trust me, there's somebody out there that's worse. Like, 37,000 people subscribe to this channel. So if you're like kink is, you're like, oh, I like girls' feet. Hey, might be weird to some people, but then again, some people like diarrhea females. And I'm not, hey, to each their own. I'm not judging you. And what I mean by that was a bartender. You know, like every once in a while, you're like, if you have a couple of beers, like I'm a guy that you know, I don't drink during the week. Occasionally I do. I mean, if I have a really rough day, I might have like a 6-pack or something. But if you're somebody that's like me, that has a couple of beers on the weekend, and you're like, maybe I think I'm drinking too much. If you're thinking that, then, you know, like, that's for you to think about. But trust me, there are people out there that like that have full-time jobs that will. We have bars in the area that I live that are some of them open at like 5 in the morning, and you go to these bars. Like I would go to this bar that opened at 5 in the morning after I was done with one of my shifts at the bar. Like I'd close the bar down and then clean the bar, count all the money, all that crap, and I'd be done by 4 a.m. And for me, that's like 4 a.m. to me was kind of like 4 p.m. to a normal person. So going to a bar at 5 a.m. would be like somebody going to the bar at 5 p.m. You know, like, it's just, for me, it was like normal. But then you would just see these people that would like, they'd business people in suits and ties, and they'd go in and they'd have like, you know, 3 or 4 shots of like Jameson and then go to work. It's like, wow, you know, like, okay, you know, my Saturday night of 8 Miller Lights don't seem that bad. And I don't know, it's not good to, you know, compare, and it's not good to judge, but I think it's just like I said, it's like you have that feeling sometimes where you're like, oh, am I, you know, a degenerate for liking this? Am I a degenerate for doing this? It's all self-reflection, but trust me, there are worse people out there. I don't know if I told this story, but this one guy that, so me and my girlfriend, we were both bartenders, different bars. And it just so happened that we had the same, like, regular. You're like, oh, you know? We'll call him Pete again. It's a different Pete. It's not Scottish Pete. It's a different Pete. Oh, you know Pete? Pete comes into your bar? Yeah. Pete comes into my bar, too, all the time. So, we wanted to, you know, kind of get some people together. Like, especially when you work at a bar, you don't always want to drink at that bar. I mean, sometimes it's advantageous if you're a bartender to drink at the bar that you work, like after your shift is over. Because people will be like, hey, you know, like, even though I tipped you, you know, here, let me buy you a beer. And you'd get, you know, drinks bought for you if you're the bartender, get off your shift. You know, sometimes that would, like, back you up like 4. You know, like 4 different people would be like, let me buy you a shot, let me buy you a drink. But there are times where you're like, get me the heck out of here. I don't want to look at this. I don't want to look at this bar anymore. I'm done with this bar. So we end up saying, like, we were texting people like, hey, Pete, you know, like, come on out to this other bar where we're having a drink. And then we, you know, texted a couple other people. I wonder if I told this story before. Anyway, Pete's like, oh, that sounds like fun. I haven't been to that bar in 4 years. And we're like, okay, cool. So then we ask the girl, like, we're talking to the bartender behind the bar. I think I've told the story. I'm sorry if I have. Talking to the girl behind the bar, we're like, how long have you worked here? And she's like, oh, I just started bartending. So she's a brand new bartender, and I've worked here for 4 months. And we're like, oh, that's awesome. You know, like, how you liking it? Blah, blah, blah. So she's a brand new bartender, only worked there for 4 months. Pete walks in, she looks at him and says his exact drink order. And me and my girlfriend are like, Pete, what, you said you haven't been here in 5 years. We're like, how often does, oh, he comes in every other day. Yeah, that guy, love that guy, love Pete. Loved that Pete, but man, yeah, he had a problem. He was a regular at about, you know, 6 or 7 bars. And you feel bad. Sometimes you feel bad. Like there were times at my job as a bartender that I felt like, oh boy, I'm contributing to this guy's downfall, but you do. Adults, consenting adults, I guess. Oh yeah, that one was a funny one. Pete, I haven't been there in 5 years. And it wasn't even like it... His drink order was very unique. Very unique. So it wasn't even like... Oh, do you want a beer? It's like... I don't know, he's got this exact odd blend of cocktail that he likes. So, haven't heard from Pete in a while. Hopefully he's still alive. Telling stories, not paying attention here. Getting some pretty okay XP. I think I was fighting crabs the other day and I was getting like 800. So this person, so I have at work right now. This person, I never met them. I never met them, but they worked for us, and they took a leave of absence, and now they're back. And they're having me kind of walk through stuff, and they are incredibly vague. They're incredibly vague when they ask for something. Like, I had them email somebody and ask them for something, and they're just incredibly vague. And then I came through and I'm like, they emailed somebody. They were incredibly vague, so I kind of like stepped in right afterwards and said, oh, this is what they mean. And the girl goes, oh, you know, you're really good at that. You know, like, I'm like, it's... all you have to do is explain yourself, you know, like, just take your time and explain yourself. And I just see an email pop through right now that's not explaining herself again. I feel like I have to respond to this one too now. So, I think at one point we're going to have to get a crud load of merit points to get... what is it? Resolution? I'm looking forward to, and I haven't even looked at, have we gotten any one for all? And that's cool. We're gonna have to kind of gear up and try to figure out Rune Fencer, because we're level 95? And we still don't know what the heck we're doing. It seems rather weak. And I know it's a tank job, but it seems rather weak. So we'll have to figure it out. And then we were also... So we're debating picking up... we haven't even got all the jobs that we want to level done. It takes longer. It takes longer than I remember. You know, like, you get to 99 and then you're kind of like, oh, that was fast. But these last, like I said, the 80 to 99. I mean, you could do it, like, if you wanted to grind, you could do it in a day, but it's taking us a while. You know, let my runes run out again. Yeah, but we were thinking about Beastmaster as well. I'm like, I was like, last night I was like, oh, I should do Beastmaster, and then I was like, and I was like, I haven't even gotten done the jobs I said I was going to get done. Oh boy. 37.5 thousand subscribers. And each video is getting like 150,000 views. 35-second clip of a woman on a toilet. Pretty cool. And I was also looking, and I don't know how accurate it is. When I was looking at the subscribers, I also checked the location of people watching, and I don't know how accurate that was because I don't know. It would seem weird, but there was some like some unexpected areas that were watching the videos. Again, I'm not sure how accurate YouTube is when they tell you the location of your viewers. But had some Norwegian. Had some Russian. Which is odd because, not by blood, by marriage, my great uncle was Norwegian, and we did, and they were very, very, he was very, proud of his, he was very proud of his, ancestry and his home nation, like he came from Norway. So I do have a lot of, probably not knowledge, but like, we ate a lot of food, and actually there was like a Norwegian summer camp that I went to every year. So I'm very familiar with it was weird too. Like, the daytimes were really fun because it was just, you know, kids doing kid stuff, but then there was like traditional dancing and outfits. And by blood, probably I think I'm like between 30 and 40% Russian. I know nothing about that culture though. I do know that so for me, I would consider myself, you know, like, obviously I was born in America, so I'd consider myself an American, but for all intents and purposes, I'm first-generation American. All my family moved from Europe to America. So it's like an odd feeling that, like, and I was in the military, so I do feel like I have, you know, I was born here and I served. So I kind of do feel like I could claim America, but it's weird, like, it's a weird feeling that you don't have roots. You know, like, there's no roots here. But yeah, when my mother's side moved here, they had to change their last name because it sounded too Russian, and that was, I think, in, like, the 60s or 70s. They were like, oh, that sounds too Russian. Change it to this. And they did. But yeah, it's weird to see, you know, like, got some Japanese, which I would kind of expect, you know, like, maybe seeing an American play the, an NA player playing it, see, like, laugh at me. Oh, he's so bad at this game. Canadians watch. I think my top two, though. My number one is US, obviously, and I think they, the number two spot, it sways between Canada and the UK on viewers. So, yeah, no, Got a nice melting pot of viewers. I'll let my runes go again. Such a noob. Right. And I've said it before. I really enjoy reading news. Don't like watching the news. I'm one of those people that I think that, and I don't think my generation, I don't think the generation, like my generation and younger, I don't think we watch that 24-hour news bullshit. I'd be surprised. Stuff like Fox News and CNN and MSNBC. I don't think we watch it. And I'm a big believer that I think that, you know, if you're reporting actual news, that's one thing. But I think when they have like editorials, or they just like have a panel talking about stuff, I think that they should label it, you know, this is not news, this is newstainment or something. Like we're talking about people in the news, but this is newstainment. We're gonna make you believe that all those Democrats want your kids to be trans, or you know, all those Republicans are racist. Like that's just dumb. But so I like reading my news, and I get my news, like that's probably what I do most on my phone. Some texting here and there. I can call my mom. I'll look up Final Fantasy XI stuff while I'm recording. But probably one of the main things I do on my phone is I read the news. I have the one that comes with the phone. I think it's called the Smart News, which is terrible. Smart News is terrible. But what I like about Smart News is that they give you, you're getting like both. Oh jeez, why do we have, why are we full? Okay, get rid of Gigas socks. Alright. It looks like we're getting, yeah. But it gives you both. Like you'll look, and I'm starting to recognize, because I don't know. I never really pay attention. You start recognizing websites. You're like, oh, that's that crazy super right wing website, and then like, oh, that's that you know. Super crazy left wing. So, like, whenever I read an article, like, I'm starting to recognize where they're coming from. But it's nice to have both. Like, I enjoy having both crazy sides. So, like, it's like the on a stupid topic, like the stupid Bud Light topic that everybody's talking about. Like, one website is just going to say the total opposite of the other website, and then the other website will... I was thinking that, like, at some point, maybe when I start streaming, if I ever stream, that that could become a game. Like, I could read a news story, or even just read a headline, and then have people guess. Is this ultra liberal or crazy right wing? Just from the title of the article. It'd be fun. But anyway, yeah, I was reading this article, and I think this one was, I don't know. For this one I wouldn't know where it was leaning. It was, and here's, we're about to delve into conspiracy theories here for AJ. Talking about, and if you are from one of these other countries that I was talking about, as viewers, possibly you don't know this, but in a lot of our West Coast major cities and states, they basically kind of legalized drugs, and not just pot. I mean, like you could shoot up some heroin on the sidewalk in some of these cities, and the cops will be like, "Good day, sir." Like crazy stuff. Again, I live in the Midwest, which is very, people look at you funny if you're drinking like wine instead of beer. So I was reading this story, and it was like, they put the number down for the amount of overdose deaths last year, and it was an absolutely absurd number. In this one, I don't know if it was Portland or if it was like Seattle. It was one of those. And it was like, oh, this was like it's like a 5,000% increase from before they decided to legalize all these hardcore drugs. And part of me was wondering, and I don't know if this is I don't really watch any kind of political YouTubers. I don't know if this is like a kind of something that I'm making up in my head, or if this is like a subscribed upon theory. Like, part of me is starting to think that they legalized all this crap so that this would actually happen. Like, they didn't know what to do with their, like, hey, we don't know how to solve this homeless problem, and we don't know how to solve this, drug addiction problem. Because it's not, Jimmy from Sales ODing, even though I'm sure Jimmy from Sales has OD'd. Like, a lot of these people that are ODing are homeless or severely drug addicted people, and you just made it a lot easier for them to, get what they need. I'm wondering, is it kind of a nefarious plan? Like, hey, let's just legalize everything. We don't know what to do with our homeless problem, and if we just legalize this, then it'll solve, the situation will solve itself, kind of like. I was thinking about that. I know it's a crazy conspiracy theory type of thing to say, but I don't know why else, because if you're looking at, if you're a government worker, or you're a policy maker, and you're like, okay, we're gonna legalize all this stuff for you. Enjoy, guys. And then you see that and again, I'm judging these numbers by the article I read. I don't know if they're 100% true. If they're not true, then whatever. Sorry. But if these numbers are true, and you're seeing this, and you made the policy to legalize, wouldn't you try to be like, okay, look, we tried. Obviously that didn't work. We had a 5,000% increase in overdoses, overdose deaths. We need to walk back on this. But it doesn't sound like anybody is. It sounds like they're doubling down. So, That's me being crazy, thinking that it's an intentional. Let's solve these problems by just letting the problems solve themselves sort of deal. Who knows? Who knows? And I'm positive I've said this before. I'm not... I try not to, because... And maybe this is where, you know, I'm not as probably interesting as other people on YouTube, is that I try not to, you know, bring my personal thoughts in. And I've been debating with myself whether I should or not. I kind of just try to stay down the middle. But that's where I do stand. I mean, like, there are I could argue with you until the cows come home that, you know, I could give you 5 policies that the Democrats you know, back, and I'd agree with 3 of them and strongly disagree with 2 of them. And the same with the Republican side. So I'm like as down the middle as possible, you know, like my thought in all of it is like, it's just can we use common sense and can we, like, you know, be good to each other? Like that's all I care about. And I think my girlfriend helps calm me down sometimes, because sometimes I just get riled up over some of these stories. I'm like, this is insanity. She's like, you know, just AJ, calm down. It's gonna be okay. Until one of the stories affects like her, and she's like, this is insane. But yeah, just trying to have some fun. This episode's been, in a lot of our conversations, has kind of been a downer, hasn't it? Didn't mean it to be. Did not mean it to be. I'm just thinking back about all we've talked about, and I'm like, wait a minute, I've been kind of a... Uh-oh. Oh, you could do double of the same one. I had no idea. Okay, 98. We got level 98, and our bands are all done, right? Jeez, what's going on here? Why are we filling up so fast? I know we could use those, but I'm just trying to get rid of them. What else? Fiend Blood I don't need. Batwing I don't need. Tree Root I don't need. Oh, I could deposit... Oh, look at this. We got a bunch of... crests we can... Got a bunch of crests we can store. So what is Ground Strike the... Ground Strike is the... WSNM, I'm guessing? Now, is that worth it? Or is resolution just far and above the best thing that we could do? I remember, I think it was, I forgot, no, I don't remember who it was, but somebody I think was telling me that you could do the, you could get all the runes together. And will that make our things, like, stronger? The additional? Of course I missed. Additional effect. Oh. Yeah, not by much. 10. Oh, shoot. Come over here, you. Aggro me, will you? Thank you. No, I definitely enjoy making YouTube videos. I think I will enjoy streaming once I get a... I think I'm going to follow his advice. A WoW streamer... I'm sure everybody knows. Maybe some people don't know. Asmongold. He always suggested when people, like, every once in a while I'll hear him talk about and give advice to people who are, you know, recording videos and whatnot. He always said that he thinks it's best to grow a YouTube base and then stream. Because, I mean, like, who would... If you don't know who I am, well, why are you going to watch me stream? But I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to start, like, I don't have a huge audience, but I think I'm going to do, I think I just put in for vacation. I put in for vacation on the beginning of June. And I think I'm going to really work on figuring out how to edit. I have a ton of stuff that I'm like, oh, I should put this out, but I'd like to edit it. So maybe we take that time in June to learn how to edit. Maybe do a live stream or two. Maybe we'll plan for some fun stuff. But yeah, that'd be fun. Give it a whirl. And today's Friday, so I'm very glad that I actually got the time, and it looks like my emails weren't like too hardcore while I've been playing, which is nice. Every once in a while, if you don't hear me talking, I'll be probably reading a work email. Because I like to try. I know, like, there were times where I was doing a video a night, and I kind of liked that. Probably less chatter because you're doing a ton of videos. You still have like stuff saved up in your mind to talk about. But on Fridays, I really like to try to make 3 videos. I like to have a Final Fantasy 11. I like to have my Friday Night Magic. And then I like to either do a... maybe tonight I'll do an ESO or another Final Fantasy. I don't know. Maybe we get to 99 tonight. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. But I like to at least get one Final Fantasy in because I know that I've got my serial disliker for all 9 non-Final Fantasy content. So you get one. You'll get your Final Fantasy video in today. And I do have, what do you call it? I can recharge to that Empress band. I'll probably do that. I still haven't done I still have not done an ambuscade this month, and that's probably ending pretty soon. Oh, and we forgot to do our, what do you call it, too, still. The final cutscenes for COP. Dope. So yeah, maybe we do another Final Fantasy 11 tonight. The Friday night ones, I'm not sure if anybody ever catches on. I'm sure people do. As I said before, I do enjoy having a couple of beers on the weekend, and the weekend does include it does include Friday night. So if you see me posting a video on Friday night, or maybe Saturday the next morning, chances are it's probably going to have a tipsy AJ in there. I never really worry about it because even off recording, I really don't say anything that's... I don't want to say vulgar because I'm incredibly vulgar in my day-to-day life. I am from the East Coast, and I was in the Navy, so I swear like nothing else, or cuss, depending on where you're from. I can cuss like nobody else, but I never say anything in my day-to-day life that's too controversial. Because as what is the old saying goes, in vino veritas. It's where people get in trouble for getting drunk on stream and saying stupid shit because that's actually how they feel, but they didn't want you to know. My one worry that if I did live stream and it did go like well, and I wanted to do it again, like I think the easiest way to let people know would probably be Twitter, and I don't have a Twitter. I've never had a Twitter, and I don't really want a Twitter. I don't have any social media. I think social media is quite poisonous. Alright, where are we? We're about an hour in. I should get back to work, yeah? Yeah, about halfway to 99. This will be the last kill unless we aggro somebody else. Oh, that's that nasty bio, huh? Oh, there we go. We picked up Region 3. A lot of spells we don't use. Cool, cool, cool. Alrighty. Well, I think that's going to be it for us. For now, like I said, we'll probably be around. We'll definitely play a probably some Magic Arena, possibly Magic the Gathering Online. Do one of those videos tonight. Normally about an hour and a half of those. And then if maybe the kiddo goes to sleep early and I'm not too drunk, we'll make another video. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. I enjoyed making that one. Until next time. Thanks for watching. Take it easy.